This actually makes me sad. Tomorrow is National Ditch Your New Year's Resolution Day. And according to a recent study, most people will abandon their resolutions by, later this week, January 19th. So joining me now, clinical psychologist, friend to the program, Dr. Z, Dr. Jamie Zuckerman. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. I said I was sad, maybe disappointed. You say you're not surprised. You actually tell patients to ditch the resolutions. Why?
I do. I actually tell them not to set them at all. For a couple reasons. One is, if you think about it, January 1st is really an arbitrary date. It's almost as if we've come to believe that we just kind of flip a switch where we can just do different things. And the truth is January 1st, coming out of the holidays, especially during the pandemic, it really isn't necessarily the right circumstances and situations to start taking on new big goals for various reasons.
Okay, so it's not so much that you have a problem with New Year's or New Year's resolutions. It's just that these things should be ongoing and not set this arbitrary goal.
That's right. And it's more of an kind of arbitrary date. And the other is a lot of times New Year's resolutions, if we took a poll of everybody's resolutions, they're going to hit on the same things, right? Diet, exercise, add more things to your plate. And you really have to make sure that your goals are in line with things that you value rather than things that you think you should value. They have to be things that you enjoy or you just won't stick to them. And oftentimes people think goals have to be these brand new aspirations and brand new things, and they don't. You can take something that you're good at or that you enjoy and modify it slightly. Or a goal can be maintaining where you're currently at with something else.
Okay, so if we set up these resolutions, things that we didn't necessarily want to do in the first place or even value, you say that that's also setting us up for failure because we're just not going to do it.
Exactly, because we're not invested emotionally in them.
So, but shouldn't we? I think that sometimes we need to make these changes. I don't necessarily want to work out all the time and be all chiseled up, but I know it's better for me. So can resolutions really just be things that we want to be doing?
Absolutely. Again, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying that if something that maybe you could start at any point in time and slowly work your way up. So let's just say, hypothetically, you decide to start January 1st. If you haven't been to the gym in a year, or let's say you've always gone for one day a week, be really careful not to set a goal of going 5 days a week right out of the gate, right? Or starting with something that just has such a significant learning curve when you're already under stress. So you have to make sure that if you are going to set goals, that they are, I say, insultingly small in the beginning. So you develop this sense of mastery, you feel good about it, and then you can gradually increase as you become a little bit more expert at achieving that goal.
Okay, so if I don't jog to the end of my walkway to pick up the trash, don't set the goal to run a marathon in 2-3 months.
Exactly, correct.
Okay, yes. Just realistic.
Just with small incremental goals, because the goal has to be a feeling of accomplishment. And so, you want to make sure that it's something that you actually it's actually something that you can achieve that makes you feel good about yourself.
It seems like, and you tell me, is the fact that people are already quitting on their resolutions less than 3 weeks into the year kind of reinforcing your point? Never should have made that in the first place. We're already backing out.
Yeah, or have a variation of it, a variation on something that you currently do, or maintain where you're currently at. But no, it doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, that's what happens with most people.
Sounds good. Dr. Z, always a pleasure. I'll see you on social media.
Yes.
You have a good day.